Hello folks, and welcome to this, a very special edition of Paddock Pass. We're here at the headquarters of Formula One's newest team for an exclusive first look at what they will be bringing to the sport. It's always an exciting moment to welcome a new team onto the grid. However, what makes this occasion a little more special is how strikingly different the cars are this year. Yep, the long-awaited new regulations are finally here, and with them, the start of the next era of Formula One. The 2022 season ushers in a change of direction to the regulations aimed at promoting closer racing, with new aero additions in the form of swooping front and rear wings, along with the new eye-catching 18-inch low-profile tyres that will push tyre technology to the limit. So then, the question remains as to whether this team can grasp the opportunity before them with both hands and lead the charge against the rest of the paddock. We'll find out soon enough, as the new season is just about to begin. But first, let's see the unveiling of the team's car and meet the owner of the brand new Formula One team.
So we are finally here with episode 1 of my team, Randos Racers, because I was on holidays when the game came out, so I am way behind everyone else. But we have Ferrari powered car with Oscar Piastri as a teammate because we are so original and not like everyone's chosen Oscar as a teammate. But yeah, we've gone for the new cover setup because we don't like cheat codes. But yeah, nice purple, black and white design as per usual. And let's get ready for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Right, so we start off the first qualifying lap of our team. We're going for a power heavy setup. Powertrain is our focus on, so it's going to be this sector 1, which we are going to be prioritizing with our time. Just going to turn 4 now. Just try to get out Q1. Obviously, the goal first session. Definitely think Q2 could be possible. We're the 8th ranked team, McLaren, Aston Martin, Williams ranked below us on the R&D screen, so we have a decent shot of getting our car into Q2 based on that. We get the lap in first. Gonna show the full lap for the first lap, because the first lap is so important, isn't it? So yeah, coming into turn 11. Also, yeah, I'm trying no traffic for the first time, so it's very edgy as we go very wide to turn 12. Fuel warning now, but shouldn't bother us a bit as we go down to the last actual corner. It's 2 corners, but you can take this one if you get it right, which we go a bit deep on, but coming to the line now. For the banker lap, it is a 30.9. As we start our second lap, however, we dropped at 17, so we far higher chance. But Joe Guanyu decides, oh, it's Sunday, lads. Let's race them. He's full on racing us. There's a lot of traffic, but Jesus Christ, he's full on racing us. He's ruined both our laps essentially now. Tries to go for a move into turn 4, which this just completely ruined our lap. Maybe we'll show the rest. It's just Joe trying to overtake us as we are last. But karma happened because Joe is up. But we are locking out the last row, which is very bad. But
no more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. We go racing today around the 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Russell, Sergio Perez and Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Magnussen and Pierre Gasly, Tsunoda, Bottas, Lando Norris and Mick Schumacher, Vettel, Albon, Daniel Ricciardo and Lance Stroll, Latifi, Joe, Oscar Piastri and the owner-driver. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as once again we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice. And they've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Right, here we go then. The formation lap gets underway as the drivers prepare themselves for the first race of a brand new Formula One season. Each driver will be hoping to start this season on a high note. As the cars make their way back to the starting grid to form up and get ready for lights out, let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one that will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
As all the wait for the first race comes. Now lights out, away we go. Verstappen gets a brilliant start, easily going to keep P1, but George is going to try and fight the Ferraris, potentially free wide. There's someone's lost some wing, that could have been one of the Mercedes, but Verstappen has lead. Sainz goes wobbly, he loses position to Russell. Verstappen leads from Leclerc. Leclerc's not too far behind. We could go for a move. He's brave, but he's not. Meanwhile, we'll go back to us. We've got Oscar to start. We're now going to get multiple cars into turn 4. We're going to go potentially wheel to wheel. Yeah, we're going wheel to wheel with Daniel Ricciardo through this middle sector. We're holding a position for now, but Daniel's just going to be giving us some bottles. We have to slow down due to a lot of wheel-to-wheels in front of us. Don't really have enough clean air, so Daniel's going to be giving us some bottle. He's going to try and get us into turn 10, but we're going to hang around the outside to maintain P19. So we've made up a few spots on the start. So you go back to Max Verstappen leading from Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Perez, Alonso, Magnussen, Gasly, Ocon, the top 10. Verstappen got the exact getaway he needed. It was poor from Sainz, he had third, but he got a bit wobbly on the exit of free, which allowed Russell to get past him. Meanwhile, there's a massive gap down from Perez to Alonso. That's because Alonso doesn't have a front wing. It's a bad day for El Plan, as Alonso's going to have to pit now, and putting him to last is another position for us, so we go up to P18. Meanwhile, up to lap 2, Oscar's fighting Daniel now. Aussie on Aussie action. Oscar looks like he's got to move to turn 4, but he doesn't get the best exit. Daniel's going to fight him through this little S section there, wheel to wheel. Very tight, close to contact multiple times. Daniel gets a bit wobbly on the exit, so Oscar's going to come back in into turn 8, and they're going to go wheel to wheel once again. It's a mirror from us and Daniel lap 1, going to go wheel to wheel into 9 and 10, but Daniel forces him off, clearly forced him off there. Realize that's a penalty, but the game doesn't have that mechanic. Meanwhile, we have losing touch to Sebastian Vettel, and Go Tiffy is showing us why he is the go. He gets the overtake on us, but Daniel now could overtake, so it's just so vulnerable throughout the DRS. Daniel, bit of puff, potential locker from Daniel. He definitely he goes wide, but we get very squirmy because we get very squeezed into turn 1. So we're going to have DRS, but Daniel does also the TP, this one without DRS, but he has the speed in that Williams. We're going to go hang around the outside of Daniel and get back up to P19. While we skip ahead to the end of the lap, checking the car because it just doesn't feel right. We've lost 2 seconds to go TP. That lap, we are just so burned. We have no pace in the car, whatever the reason is. Daniel's just gonna easily breeze past us again because we don't have the DRS, and Oscar potentially gonna go for it. He's gonna squeeze down on the racing line. We have to hit the inside line. We're gonna try and hang around the outside of Daniel. We don't have the best exit. So we're gonna drop down to P20. It's not a good first race for the team at all, as we don't have a chance to get back there and get to maintain the position of P20. You know that's happening. Perez and Hamilton going at for P5. Perez nudging ahead into turn 1. They're going very bargy. I think there was potentially some contact with the two of them. Hamilton gets a way better launch to go back into P5. Perez is going to fight him back into turn 4. He has the DRS potentially. The inside line of turn 4 looks to cover him off going into 5, but Hamilton's going to keep alongside him once again. Hey, I love fighting for here. Somehow no contact, but Hamilton goes very squirmy. This gives Perez a chance to regain P5 as he does momentarily, but once again they're going to go wheel to wheel through 9 and 10. The scene of many people going off, and Perez does go off, but it's a safety car.
Slow down. Your delta's negative.
No one's out, there was no damage, but it's a safety car. But Max from the lead, he's going to pit. Does he have damage? No, he's going for an early pit. He's going on to the softs despite lead, but we're going to follow through because we're last anyway. We're going to stick on the softs.
Are out in the lane and ready to perform their magic on the car. They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest pit stop time possible. I think there's an error with the attachment of one of the front wheels. Oh, they'll be disappointed here.
Okay.
Right, so we're now in last, but we have the soft tires. Perez also pitted as well as Vettel for the softs. Forza too, so we're basically last anyway. We need to try something different, climb up the ranks. Otherwise, it's just going to be a procession for us. Yeah, Leclerc now leads from Russell's sides. Hamilton, Magnussen. Yeah, Verstappen for some reason pitting. Red Bull going for the different strategy. Oscar is P18. He's the lowest of those yet to start. Remember, Alonso had to pit lap 1 though. But yeah, we're just letting the safety car just bring us around. Burnt driving around, leading the race. Great job, Burnt. But we're just hoping with these soft tires we can go up the field and hopefully follow Perez. As Perez is definitely going to cut through the field here. So we're just going to hope to follow Perez. Safety cars coming in this lap. When's Leclerc going to go? But yeah, Leclerc goes. It's no real change at the front in the checkerboard from Ferrari and Mercedes. We'll go back to ourselves. We had a really poor start, but we're going to send it into turn 1. Get us loose. We are now the front software, excluding Verstappen. We get some move, and look at the launch. Look at just the difference in the tires, the fresh off compared to the old mediums. As we're gonna go stick it down the inside of our teammate Oscar Piastri. Just still go wheel to wheel, cut until we almost lose the car. We died. We lost the car, but we managed to get 2 more positions on Ricardo and Joe, and now we just have to maintain position. Hope not, as we're getting sandwiched as a gap though. Marcus telegraphed strategy, but we've got Latifi and we're going to try and get Norris now. We're going to take the outside line of turn 11 and just look at the grip difference between the softs and the mediums as we move up to P14. The strategy paying off well. So we made up a few positions from where we were before the safety car. We're still going to have to pit again, but everyone's still have to pit anyway. So this strategy definitely benefiting us, but we now just become stagnant. DRS came in and we are unable to move on Albon, and the softs are dying off quickly. So we're just going to have to maintain position until the pit stops. Verstappen already pitted off from the start. Verstappen is last. This is not looking good for Red Bull, unfortunately. As Perez pits a lap later. And he's potentially going to be... he's got his teammate. He's overcut Verstappen. It's gone horribly wrong for Red Bull. The strategy clearly not paying off now. As Perez was behind us and Verstappen's now behind Perez. This has gone horribly wrong for Red Bull. Did Verstappen have damage potentially? He was stuck in the midfield. Red Bull really having a poor strategy by the looks of it. Now they're in the bottom two. Verstappen's going to try to go around the outside of his teammate now. How frustration. No team wars are Red Bull. I mean, it's all gone wrong for Red Bull today. So they're going to go wheel to wheel through 9 and 10. And once again, Perez goes off at 10. It's gone horribly wrong for Red Bull. But it's going worse for us. So we're getting now challenged by Norris. Our tires have died off. They died off ridiculously quickly. The safety car period destroyed our tires. We had 20% of the restart for some reason despite putting on fresh softs. I don't know what happens. We're gonna box this lap. They're going now to box a few others up in front of us, and we're gonna... Norris is gonna be racing us in the pit lane. Norris has made contact. We've made contact going in the pit lane. What has just happened there? You see a replay and Norris is just trying to fight us. It just spins us around, and yeah, for some reason we're both still in the race, but we have horrific damage. We have orange floor and side pod damage, and immediately you could feel it. When I came out of the pit lane, it's just so horrible. Like, of course, there's cold tires. But, you know, we're going up with Verstappen, and it's just going worse and worse. Verstappen, he makes... Is he out? Is he stuck in first gear? He's still going, but I don't know what's happened to the Red Bull. Just went up the track to look like stuck in first. He's going to be fighting Norris, but we just can't get this car stopped. We just can't get the car stopped. Bell gets ahead of us with a fight Norris. He's the reason we're in this predicament, so we're not going to make it easy for him, even though there is just have no way to turn the car. There's a yellow flag. Don't know why that was for. But yeah, the car just feels horrible. Like, we're losing about 2 seconds to everyone per lap. Nice to hold back Norris, but like, it's so hard to stop the car, then get it going again. It's just impossible. Norris now gonna get ahead of us with DRS. We have no chance to fight against them. It's just a losing game at this stage. As we go a lap later, and Perez is last. He's gonna easily overtake us. Like, just to put the nail in the coffin. Like, we're probably gonna get last this race. As we managed to, but yeah, it's just we had no chance. And yep, just. There's no chance getting the car. Like, it's pointless running the car anymore. So, unfortunately, we are going to retire from our first race. Yeah, we've had to retire from our first race. And Norris got away from that. Like, Norris got no damage, even though his car launched. But yet, we're going to have to retire on lap 15 from our first race.
Spectacular Grand Prix here in Bahrain, and a real champion's drive to take the win. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari, do it again.
So Leclerc won the season opener from Russell, double point for Ferrari with Sainz P3, Hamilton 4th, Verstappen recovered to 5th, Magnussen P6, Sonoda P7, Ocon P9, 8, Gasly P9, and Perez a measly 1 point in 10th after being put off the road about 20 times.